Hi, my name is Kira and welcome to Mystique and Illusions, Halloween 2020. Now today I'm going to be doing a zombie look, and while I'm going to be doing it, we're going to be discussing the origins of zombies and also the evolution of them in film. So let's get started. I'm just gonna do the makeup, and in between I'll throw some really cool facts and stuff in between steps. So let's get started.
You remember last summer, Igor, when we twisted that fellow right out of his skin?
Alrighty, so let's begin with what zombies are. Alrighty, now zombies are fictional creatures, usually undead or reanimated corpses. They appear in horror and fantasy-based works, such as books, movies, comics even. And in these worlds, zombies are mostly created one of two ways. Either an outside magical force has brought them back from the dead, or it's usually like an infectious disease or a virus that has reanimated that corpse. Yeah. That's it for that one. And let me keep going. Alrighty, so next we are going to be going over the origins of zombies, which dates back many centuries from many different cultures around the world. But the folklore that spread the modern zombie tale across the Western world was in the Haitian folklore, which spoke of Haitian voodooism, which brought back the dead. This spread throughout the 17th century, especially during that time, when West Africans were brought over to the Haitian sugarcane plantations, and that's when they started hearing their legends and folklores, and it started spreading to this person and the next, and on and on and on. So I'm listening to Halloween party playlists while doing this, and I just come to the realization after listening to the Monster Mash, the song is about people singing the Monster Mash. So what's the actual Monster Mash? So one of the first books that ever introduced the concept of the zombies was a novel written in 1929 by, I think, W.B. Seabrook, and it was called The Magic Island. There are many more after this that are related to the undead. All the way from like H.P. Lovecraft's works to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. That's another good one. That was the very like start of the undead like zombie-like, but the Frankenstein monster wasn't a zombie. So it's a little bit different, but it's where it all kind of started from. Should I dive into the new scar? Oh, look how pretty that looks. Now, digging into the film aspect that those novels inspired, such as 1943's I Walked with a Zombie, to name one. But there's also the most famous that everybody knows, is George A. Romero's 1968 Night of the Living Dead. They're coming to get you, Barbara! Which was partly inspired by Richard Nathan's novel I Am Legend, which was written, I believe, in 1954. Which that was also adapted into a movie in 2007. Still pretty good. Now, continuing down that list of the films, there is the 1978 Dawn of the Dead and the 1985 Return of the Living Dead, which, oh, I don't have any prosate on my... Which, the last movie started the concept of zombies not just eating brains but also eating flesh. So that's like pretty cool that, you know, it started something new. And then shortly after this, the zombie apocalypse came into play. Which in short is just a catastrophic event that occurs of a zombie outbreak, kind of causing the world to fall into disarray. Now, other wonderful examples of amazing zombie movies or franchises include the Resident Evil series, Zombieland, 28 Days Later. There's also Shaun of the Dead, and of course The Walking Dead, which, by the way, Greg Nicotero's makeup, just magnifique. Okay, it's beautiful. I love it. And those zombies have trains, like, just think about it. The zombies from The Walking Dead all the way into Night of the Living Dead in the 50s. Crazy. Like, the contrast, even in the makeup. I mean, it was usually just like really deep contouring, and now do like so many other awesome cool stuff. Like, they sculpt full prosthetics, and they really show you like the decay of a body, and like, wow, like, it looks so realistic. and fantastic. So just thinking about that, like, wow, zombies have changed. And not to forget World War Z. That was pretty fun and interesting. New ideas and stuff. Finally, the evolution of zombies has been a long and tireless process, starting off with brainless monsters like Frankenstein to flesh-eating creatures caused from an infectious disease like The Walking Dead. And honestly, it's just something really cool, and to witness the creativity of monster creating and how it's changed over the century or over the decades, and just to know that it will always change and there's always new ideas to add to this stuff. So it's really exciting. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!